What it do, Niner fam? Now I knew it was some willing and dealing going on when he was on his so-called hamstring thing, little deal, whatever that was. They got him back on the field. It's about money, but he got to understand he did sign a contract already. But they weren't gonna leave him hanging because, he is a Niner, and he do personifies what it takes to be a Niner. He can catch. He played tough as nails. You know what I'm saying? He represent the team, but now, when you doing this, sitting out on your hamstring and playing like something wrong, that don't sit right with everybody. Let's see what it says. It says another pre-Sunday deal. The 49ers and Jauan Jennings reached agreement on a deal that will add $3 million in playtime incentives to the wide receiver's contract, which means basically, so he ain't gonna go out there and just be bullshitting. Go out there and play. Just do what you've been doing. And you throw in another $3 million to that contract. So it's going to make him play harder, which he already play hard. But imagine you want money. You want money? Go get it. Basically, that's what they're saying. And playtime incentives to the wide receivers contract per his agent, Drew and Jason Rosenhaus. Now, instead of earning $7.5 million this season, Jennings can earn up to $10.5 million. See? It's up to him. It's up to him. You want that 10.5? That's on you. Now you ain't got the hamstring. You ain't got to do none of that. Just get ball. Ball out. Ball out. The money is right there on the table. Just ball out. See? It says, once Jennings got healthy and began recovering from his calf injury, negotiations with the 49ers picked up and resulted in an agreement tonight. Jennings turned down a multi-year deal to do a one-year deal and bet on himself. He is scheduled to become a free agent after this season. Now, he could have it could have gave him 4-5 years and gave him more money and everything else. He bet on himself. Hey, I don't knock that. I don't knock that. You bet on yourself. You know what type of year he got to have to get what he want. He gonna be a free agent too, which means he can ball out. Say we win the Super Bowl, and he's the MVP of the Super Bowl. Well, every team gonna want you, and you can about name your price. It is what it is, and you can't hate on that. And the Niners can say, well, you know what? We gonna give you all the money, or they can say, hey man, you did what you were supposed to do. Hey, hey, do your thing, get your money. And so, like I said, it's a win-win for himself. He turned down more money, a multi-year deal, which means, you're going to be on the team for a few years. Ayuk did all that hollering. He on the team for a few years. He can't really say nothing. So all this how long Ayuk think he can keep getting injured? No, he going to have to play. Ayuk is going to have to play. See, and the thing about Ayuk, he cried about it for a long. He went, so they gonna work him. Yeah, he got injured or whatever it was. We seen it. It was on TV, so we was able to see it. We didn't really see no hamstring with him. We just knew he had one. We just knew he had a hamstring, which that's why everybody kept going to Lynch and Shanahan talking about, how's his hamstring doing? How's his hamstring? And they was like, those things, they take a minute. And even today, when they was talking to Shanahan, they was like, well, he's back on the field and he's playing. Did you check the hamstring out? Did he do a check with the hamstring? The media know. They know this. They just throwing that in his face because they know when Shanahan see him out there running routes and he catching the ball, everything else, like, come on, dude, what nothing wrong with you? But the media can't say that because he did what he was supposed to do. He used the best excuse, an injury. So the stuff that Ayuk was saying after he did his little holdout or hold in, whatever the hell Ayuk did last year, he had to get up on the podium and he had apologizing to people and he was wrong and he shouldn't have did it like that and basically shit didn't make no sense. With him, he's like, my hamstring. Even they said Jennings, it says once he got healthy and began recovering from his calf injury, the negotiations picked up. Look, they was already throwing negotiations at him. They probably said, okay, you want to be with the Niners? All right, well, you want a lot of money? 5-6 years. and just give you like what 20, 30 million or something like that. But he like, nah, just give me the incentives and let me be a free agent next year. Hey, do your thing, man. Do your thing. Ball out. Ball out. Now, if that's what it takes, ball out. You do that, you're a free agent, you make 10.5, you ain't broke. You win a Super Bowl with the Niners. I'm just saying. Let me know what y'all think. You know, he betting on himself. Ain't nothing wrong with that. He betting on himself. So, you know, I remember when I can remember when a quarterback did that. Remember when Flacco did that with the Ravens when they beat the Niners in the Super Bowl? Flacco wanted a contract. And the Ravens was like, basically at the beginning of that year, well, if you win the Super Bowl, you can sign your own paycheck. That's how they end up getting Lamar Jackson. They gutted the team. They had to pay him everything. They had to pay Flacco everything. They had to pay him everything. And then they end up getting Lamar Jackson. And once Lamar Jackson came in, they seen that, all right, since the team is gutted and they had to rebuild it because you had to pay Flacco everything, at least Lamar Jackson was mobile. Even if you can't throw the ball, he'll still run. Flacco ain't running nowhere. And he ended up getting traded to a couple of teams and stuff like that. So, you know, when you let them, hey, you know, you want to sign your own check, you know, that's what you get. They basically told him, bet on yourself. And he bet on yourself. He'll get his money, whether it be from the Niners or someplace else. What I want from him is the production. Give us the production. See, on a year like this, from him, give us the production. So now you got him pumped up, juice. This is basically, if he ball out this season, he going to get whatever he want, whether it be from the Niners or another team. So you know he going to be balling out. He already a baller. He going to be balling out. The incentives that he'll get, 10.5, oh yeah, he going to have a good year. And remember, everybody was saying the Niners ain't got no wide receivers. All right, he's playing, so check him off as one of the receivers. Check Ricky Pearsall's off one of the receivers. See, the thing is, people was running their mouths way too early. Wait, this is the NFL. Wait, it's too much money involved. A lot of people get, you know, they such haters. That's all they do. And instead of them thinking with their head, you know, they thinking just with emotions. Oh, the media said everybody was hurt during preseason, man. He's hurt. Don't believe everything you hear, man. Sometimes they'll tell you a whole team is hurt just so their rivalry, the first game they play, people are looking down on it. Look at what the Seahawks say. Oh, they don't have no receivers. We ain't got to cover them. We ain't got to do nothing. Yeah, Jauan Jennings ain't playing. We ain't worried. Okay. See? So, like I said, and it's haters. It's haters. It's haters. I know what it is. But let me know what y'all think. Should he bet on himself? Should he took the multi-million-dollar deal? Let me know what you think. Leave it in the comments. Peace. I'm out of here.